Hello, Infield language tutors and moderators. Today we're going to talk about the Infield language study course that is being released week by week, new modules and announcements. And as Infield language study tutors, you'll be using this course with your missionaries. It will be a great resource for you to have activities to do with them, to help them pinpoint problems in their language learning, and to have plans, objectives, and activities that will help them overcome those weaknesses that they have. So let's talk about the objectives, first of all, of this Infield language study course. And after we discuss the objectives, you'll continue to watch videos about the different modules that are there. But in this video, I will also show you an overview of the modules. So, the first objective is for missionaries to become self-regulated language learners. This means that they know how to learn their mission language on their own. It is possible in the future that some languages will have specifically targeted language learning courses. For example, Mandarin might have a course that will help them learn Mandarin exclusively. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to help missionaries learn how to learn their language on their own. This includes knowing how to evaluate and improve their language learning and seek and receive the gift of tongues. And finally, we hope that missionaries can use this course to collaborate with other missionaries on how to improve their language study. There are discussion boards in the Canvas course that they have access to and can use. Now let's look at some of the modules that are included in this Infield language study course. There are 9 modules that are planned to be in this course. The first one is Learn Your Language on Facebook. So using social media and Facebook to learn their mission language. Language study goals and plans that work. This really is solving the mystery of how to set awesome goals and plans as a missionary to help them improve their language. These will help missionaries stay purpose-focused and centered. The third module is Reading Made Fun, Easy, and Enjoyable. So reading is a very important skill that, when understood, can help missionaries learn a lot of vocabulary and to speak like a native, which leads into the other module, Improve Your Speaking Ability. This module will help missionaries understand what they need to do to learn to speak like a native. Then there is Learn to Listen to and Understand Native Speakers. This is an important module as it will help them manage and understand native language. They will be able to not only understand native speakers, but they'll be able to incorporate that into their speaking. Write Like a Native is another very important module that will help them develop their accuracy in writing. Notice and correct mistakes. This is another skill in language learning that's beyond grammar. Grammar is a part of this, but noticing means being able to see when you're making mistakes in the language, whether it's pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, or culture. The gift of tongues is maybe an obvious one, but we will be helping missionaries continue to have read and have inspiring experiences. Read about and have inspiring experiences related to the gift of tongues. And finally, we want them to become confident language speakers and learners. We understand that many missionaries have anxieties when wanting to learn how to talk, when speaking, when interacting with native speakers, and that it can be a challenge for them to overcome that. So we're giving this module for missionaries that may feel apprehensive in communicative activities. So this will be a great one for you to use. We also have discussion boards that we have released to facilitate communication between missionaries, as well as between moderators. So the first one is Getting to Know You. We want a place for missionaries to introduce themselves in their course, which includes let's work together, let's find ways to help each other out. Now, two targeted discussion boards is language study goals and plans. This is where a missionary can upload their goals and plans and get feedback on them. And other missionaries can collaborate and they can share their goals and plans. We want missionaries communicating together about this. If you're a moderator, feel free to give some tips, but don't overdo it. And if same with if you're a tutor, but mostly encourage them to go here and share so that other missionaries can collaborate and interact. And then finally, share your language study ideas. So the missionaries, we hope they get on here to share what they're actually doing during their language study. And we will be releasing announcements every once in a while that will showcase some of these language study activities. So the more they put ideas in here, the more we can share it with the missionaries in a broad sense. So the overall vision for this language study course is we want to have weekly updates. We want it to drive engagement, so it'll be engagement focused. It's a self-study course, and we want to deliver personalized learning as much as we can. This will keep missionaries engaged in language learning and find answers to their questions. So why don't we go ahead and start looking at the course itself. So this is what the Canvas course looks like currently. We will be continuing to add modules, and some of the modules I talked about aren't added in here yet, but they will be soon. And I will release a video explaining each module. So right here, you'll see there's some information to welcome missionaries to the course, some getting started information. There are study strategies and lists of activities here as well. They're more in a large list rather than specifically geared toward the language learning skills. This is where they can sign up for one-on-one coaching with an online language study tutor. And this is where they can sign up for live group conversations with multiple missionaries. These are moderated by the moderator. And now you'll start seeing the different modules. Learn your language on Facebook. This is green, so it's published. You'll see here the Gift of Tongues is being worked on currently, which is another module, the Gift of Tongues. Then this module, reading made fun, easy, and enjoyable. And here's another module, language study goals and plans that work. Improving your speaking ability. You'll see the activities that are in here. And this little icon here means it's a quiz. These can be really fun activities to do with your missionaries. Learn to listen to and understand native speakers. Once again, there's quizzes in here and challenges. Write like a native. This is an important one to help them learn what they can do during language study to improve their ability to write. And finally, notice and correct mistakes. I'll be adding one more module into this, which is called Becoming a Confident Language Learner. So this is what the course looks like currently, and I will show you the discussion boards as well. This is where the discussion boards are. So in some of the languages like Spanish, there will be many, many more discussion boards because missionaries have been adding them themselves. And that's great. We want them to add discussion boards themselves. But these are the main ones that you'll be focusing on that we discussed before. So now what we'll do is we will start getting into looking at the individual modules.